Brazil beat Panama here at Maracanã, but the most important thing isn't the score. The most important thing was to leave a message before going to the United States. The most important thing was to be embraced by the green and yellow fans here in the stadium. It was about creating this reconnection between the Brazilian national team and its fans. And there is a guy capable of doing that, Carlo Ancelotti. A team that played soccer at Maracanã that did have some difficulties in the first half, but in the very first minute there was already a goal by Vinicius Jr. finding the net and driving the stadium crazy. Panama's goal, kind of by accident from a free kick, was a bit of a cold shower, or rather just a splash of cold water, because the team went back to playing soccer. Their second goal came with Casemiro. And then Carlo Ancelotti at halftime changes the team and puts in almost all the substitute players to play. And hungry, the Brazilian team with substitutes improved. There was a result that was translated into goals. Especially three players, or rather four players, really took advantage of the opportunity to play 45 minutes with Carlo Ancelotti. Only Leo Pereira was not substituted in this change of half. Four more players stood out. Ryan, who feels at home at Maracanã, besides the forward, former Vasco da Gama player Danilo Santos from Botafogo, another guy who made the most of the opportunity, and it leaves open the possibility that during the World Cup he could even be a starter for the Brazilian national team. Why not? Igor Thiago up front showed a lot of determination, a real desire to play wearing the Brazilian national team jersey. And how good it is to see a true number 9, a focal point in the squad, giving Carlo Ancelotti options. He took the penalty, scored, and Lucas Paquetá also scored. If Rayan felt at home, being a Vasco fan for playing here many times, what can we say about Lucas Paquetá? A Flamengo player, beloved by the fans, scored his goal in a beautiful play with a dummy by Danilo Santos. And Paquetá is also another player in contention. During the World Cup, he'll be fighting for a spot. The Brazilian national team had a role here at Maracanã. Win to go with peace of mind, to go in the arms of the people towards the 6th title. In search of that 6th title, which has been hard to achieve, but we like the coincidences. Brazilian fans are superstitious. Maybe things will flow for it to happen, since it was 24 years from 1970 to 1994. And the World Cup in the United States now, from the 5th title from 2002 to 2026 in the World Cup, also in the United States, Mexico, and Canada. The Brazilian national team is going after the 6th star, and Maracanã is the stage that already pushes the crowd to cheer for the Hexa. On the field, that's it. A team that got the fans excited. João, but Panama isn't all that. All right, it's not about the opponent today, it's about the Brazilian national soccer team that really played well. They could have come here, played without motivation, settled for a narrow scoreline, but they didn't. They played for real, made the fans sing, made us proud to say, I'm Brazilian, with a lot of pride and a lot of love. Now that the World Cup is coming, the preparation continues. There's a friendly match on the 6th against Egypt. It's incredible. But until then, there will be a lot of training for Carlo Ancelotti to find the ideal team. Will it be the 4-2-4 formation in the opener against Morocco? I doubt it, but we'll understand as training continues. Bring on the World Cup and bring on the 6th title, with us covering everything here on Lance TV.